Years, can you believe it, since Lily Mine in Mpumalanga collapsed, trapping this container underground, and as such, not much has changed. Let me remind you of the 3 employees. Here are their names. We must know their names. Priti Nkambule, Aviwe Mtila, and Solomon Inyorenda were inside their container when it fell into the pit. The family of the victims still waiting for answers. They've not been forthcoming after the miners and government have failed to assist them and retrieve the bodies. ENCA senior reporter Aviwe Mtila was at the mine, capturing their tragedy and also their heartache.
Friends and family of Solomon Nyirenda, Aviwe Mtila and Priti Nkambule. They're praying that their friends and family members get taken out of the Lily Mine in Barberton, which they were trapped in 7 years ago in a container after the mine collapsed.
Kusukela 2016. Asisi right lokubhlungu siyatibuta ukuthi bantwana bethu liqala labo yini ukuba bangakhishwa lapha noma umuntu lobulale umuntu angene ejele uyayithola iparula why bethu bangayithola iparula
kokuqala wathi manje na kwendiwa intando yaJehova lokuthi kuze lo mgodi udilike nalabamfa bethu wabuya futhi wathi yena isimanga somntwanami amcambela nemanga ukuthi konke uthi yena kuze ize iwele mayini ngilokuthi umntwanami yena nguye lebeka hamba namaligala
ngona kube beboya ontshontsha bebangayi kontshontsha labantwana bebasebenda ngalamanye amagama kusho ukuthi bebabahle ngemandla abo namuhla ngoba sebavelelwe ingodi abasafuna ukukhishwa sebabi siyacela uhulumende akasikhiphele labantwana akubele kugcina namuhla lelanga kuNkulunkulu akasiphendulele uNkulunkulu baphume abantu abathu batokhona kubona abantu ababo lo mntwana nje ungaka kamati unina wathi mine kuthi ngigogo maka kamati sibuhlungu kakhulu empilweni yethu.
Once again, the families are remembering their loved ones at the door of the mine 7 years later. Parliament is here also to hand over to the families the recommendations made to Parliament back in 2021.
I think it's unfair again. You should ask members of Parliament when the bodies can be retrieved. I'm saying there is a process that has to be followed within the confines of the law. That is why you even have today the inquest, because that's the only process that is within the legal framework of the law. And as long as, in our view, as unanimously as members of Parliament, as long as the company still has got hold over the territory where this incident took place, it's going to be very difficult to retrieve those workers.
It's actually an insult for our government, including Parliament, to abdicate their responsibility. As you are aware, since 1994, the South African government took over the rights of mines. The mineral rights in this country belong to government. In the event of any mining company not complying with the laws of this country, they have the right to withdraw the license. Why in this particular case, where they know very well, they have the proof that it was the mining that was taking place here was taking place in a reckless kind of fashion.
Our government had an inquiry in 2017. The findings are that the mine management, the mine collapsed due to negligence. And they made recommendation that they recommend the CEO, the COO, and the general manager to be prosecuted. And then NPA is saying we cannot prosecute up until we find the missing people. So the mine management, they are not willing for our colleagues to be fined because they are avoiding prosecution for themselves.
Since 2019, the family of the 3 miners have moved to these shacks situated right at the door of the mine in a desperate attempt to get the bodies of the 3 loved ones retrieved. From Monday, the courts will hear the inquest in the events happening around the collapse of Lily Mine back in February 2016. Aviwe Mtila, Barberton, Mpumalanga.